Here we are.
Hey,
We live? We on?
we're live.
Can anybody hear me?
Yep, we got 302 viewers right now.
No way.
Yep, everybody's here to see little Ricky.
I figured that's why.
Yep, little cute ass.
Stop it.
Famous street.
They call him the Maypop.
Oh, the Maypop.
The Maypop.
It's actually a pretty good name. I'm thinking about using that.
Record, I ain't gonna lie.
Well, let's see. I went one trip and I burned up one motor, so I'm not far behind you already on an average.
Hey,
That's 1,000%.
we put one together one time. I went 300 foot. So until you get there, and
Yeah.
the old man was a little mad because I went a little more than 300 foot.
Well, you had to make sure that's what it was.
Yeah. Well, I just didn't want the event being too, short for the fans. We had to drag it out a little bit. Let everybody, downtime to get food and stuff.
Oh, shit. Oh.
What's been going
Skelton
on?
Raceway manager. So does that pay more than just?
Well, Dad's the assistant manager, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you.
I laid that out as soon as possible,
Yeah, got the ground rules laid out.
ground rules. I got the rules for Skelton Raceway pulled up too, so in case I learn about that.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about all that.
Yeah.
First off, I do want to show this. Chris sent me this in confidentiality, but I can't keep secrets, and I got to show it. Boom.
Yeah, that's my motor.
That's the real deal right there.
That is the real one that is staying in the car. Yeah, that's.
My car ain't gonna look like that till my income tax hit.
Well, whatever. Now, I want to
Income tax back because there's a lot of money sitting there.
yeah. I want to show this too. While we're pretty early, we got 219 people viewing it right now. So we messed with the Fox Body Mustang this weekend for a homemade long travel and a few things that I'm kind of proud of for just a homemade deal. I want to show that. That's pretty good. I mean, that we gained about 3.5 inches, I think. So, and it's still all the alignment, everything's still in pretty good geometry, using pretty standard stuff.
Yeah.
So that'll help that car out a lot because it didn't have nothing.
Yeah, my wife tells me 3.5 inches is a lot. So I mean, you do what you want with that.
Well, I guess it just depends on what you're doing with that 3.5 inches.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Chris, that's all you got done this weekend? Got your motor in there? And
Yeah, I worked on it today till a little after lunch, and I think Eric rubbed off on me. I was like, you know what? I'm just done working on it for today.
You mean to tell me that you bothered the living snot out of him to get the car done?
Yep.
And you're only working half days?
Yep.
I hope he's watching right now. I really do.
He's the one taught me how to just take my time. Don't get hurried. It'll get done when it gets done.
Oh, boy.
So.
Oh, boy. Eric, if you're watching, I hope you heard that. You've now rubbed off on Chris. I doubt it lasts very long.
Got a lot done. It had my mock-up block in it as of Friday or Saturday morning.
Yeah.
So I literally got the other motor out, cleaned all my pipe up, the inside of my pipe, wrapped my exhaust pipe.
Yeah.
Got the motor put in it, which was a big hassle, which you know about because I don't know a whole lot about the SLS shit, but I didn't know that there was 6 or 8 bolt crank in those. Come to find out, I have one. So the 6-bolt flywheel that I ordered would not work.
Where'd you get a 8-bolt flywheel at?
I have a good buddy. He told me not to say his name on here, but bought me out. He bought me out an 8-bolt for a 6-bolt.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Hell, I'm the one told him to order the 6-bolt flywheel, but not thinking that his was going to be an 8-bolt. I just didn't think about it. So,
well,
Is that
I don't have any
on
LS. I don't have any metric bolts. I have nothing metric for an LS. So I called Mike and said, "Hey, I need some bolts." He said, "How many you need?" I'm like, 6. I don't. Hey, and I'm sitting there. I'm looking at my crank. I'm like, wait a second. I have a problem here. This ain't gonna work. And then we figured it out and got it all done. Got it put in, and I got a lot done. I mean,
well,
by myself. So I got a lot done.
what'd you say, Ricky?
I said, was that one of those fancy SFI ones, or did you just get it out of the junkyard?
No, they actually come out factory on a, let's see, I think it's a 2000 or 2001 half-ton with a 4.8, with a 4L80.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're factory.
Yeah.
No, they're aftermarket, unfortunately. Well, they're really not. It's so the 8-bolt, like the LSA crank that was in that 6-liter that just shit out on me. And I don't even know what LSA stands for. I know that's the supercharged motors, but they are factory 8-bolt cranks. So I assume you could get a flywheel out of them, but I do know that the torque converter bolt holes are not right, and you will have to
get a Dremel.
Oh yeah, I believe they're all a little over half a hole off. So I mean, if you're man enough to waller that out,
Yeah. My motors never normally last long enough, anyways, for that bolt to get loose. So therefore, you
don't even run bolts, do you? It is.
Yeah.
This Velcro makes it quick.
Yeah, I can pull that motor out in 45 minutes. Believe it or not, I really. My neighbors love me. About 1 o'clock in the morning, I'll turn the radio as loud as I can and just get after it.
I do understand that. Well, I got mine up and running this weekend, so
I ain't touched mine. If we have a race on Saturday, I'll probably start on Thursday. We'll get it done.
It'll be all right. That'll be all right. That gives you something to, like the drive. Like I gotta get this done by Saturday. That yeah, that's the way I operate.
Yeah,
but yeah, we weren't expecting to do what we had to do, but it is what it is. And I actually opted to put a stock cam in that thing this time. And I know people aren't going to believe me, but I did just post a YouTube video and I started it up. And I chose to put a stock cam in it because I wanted to make a lot of torque quick.
Mm-hmm.
So little bitty motor, 2 pretty good sized turbos. I know it's not going to want to pull out of the way of traffic. So I chose to put a stock cam in it to try to move the torque curve as low as I could. So
it sounds pretty calm.
It's terribly, terribly calm. Like it's just terribly calm. I got to idle it up to even hear it running. It's like I'm gonna idle this thing up to even hear it run. So
I normally can tell it's running by smoking.
Oh, okay. Oh boy.
Oh man.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about let's talk about the racetracks this year, because you guys are having 2 different deals.
We're trying. I think we're having multiple deals. I mean, we've dedicated our last 5 weeks to remodeling a bar.
Yeah.
You don't have to go all the way to Cape, to go gambling anymore. You can come see us. We got 6 new slot machines in there, or however you want to work. They got multiple games on them, and me and Jordan actually went out there yesterday, put $50 in, and I got a voucher for $275 that Dad has to cash me out on.
I'm on my way.
I was probably already racing for free anyways, but I'm definitely racing for free now because it's on the house.
Right. Right. Yeah, just take it off my voucher here.
Here. So we're doing that. We've remodeled that whole bar. I mean, and I think Dad's, he's dedicated everything he has to it. He's out there every single day from I would say at least 8:30, 9 o'clock. I mean, and
Still got the pool table. You still got that in there.
we got a pool table in there. We remodeled our bar to where it's like a 90. I should have sent you some pictures to post, but
Yeah.
um, I probably have $300 or $400 in photos that we've hung up.
Yeah.
You know, so I think your car's made it in there on the
Oh,
great
well, yeah.
one of the 9 that you've had in the last 10 years. You know, hanging
Yeah.
up. Uh, and now your car, Chris, it was a lot cooler pictures then because it had flames hanging out of the side of the fender. So, but can't do that no more. But
Yeah.
it did look cool. But
Oh, it will have flames. I know his tuner.
methanol. It turned out real nice though. I mean, we're trying. We got an event coming this weekend. We're doing another one of those sandbagger races.
Yeah.
That was probably the most fun I've had in drag racing in a very long time. I think Mike was riding in the third row of our minivan and like 6 or 7 people deep.
Yeah.
And by the way, me being a professional bracket racer, we did win that round. So
yeah. There were so many people in there. I couldn't. I was sitting in the back, scrunched up.
claustrophobic had definitely kicked in.
Yeah. So we were going down through there at a mean 52 mile an hour, and we were ahead of whoever it was he was racing. And all of a sudden, Ricky just locks the brakes up. Like, not
I was holding
number brakes. You was holding a lot of numbers because he crammed on the brakes, and everybody was in the front seat, and the back wheels were off the ground. I was like, "What the hell is going on?"
That 6 was running hard, man. I ain't gonna lie, and I think we actually donkey stomped Corey Lowe on that one. I'm not doing any name drops or anything. I hope he makes it out of that concussion we gave him.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, no. So we're gonna do another one of those. We are going to do a test and tune as well, Chris. If you get your car ready in time.
So what are you guys doing on test and tunes? Are you doing Friday nights? Is that what you're?
Okay, we're gonna do it during the event, so we'll call you up by a class. 25. I think spectators are $10 or something like that, but it's not nothing terrible.
That's this weekend.
This weekend coming, I think it's gonna be like 65 degrees or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but it's gonna be warm. So the track should be great. Dad's gonna go out there and scrape it, so it'll be great, to be honest. I mean, you got to work with it because we're having that daily driver race, so there's going to be 100 street tires going up and down it. But
yeah,
I think it should be good. So we got that event happening 2 weeks in a row, so it'll just be the same thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's a lot of fun actually. What else is there to do in the wintertime? So everybody just.
No, you don't have. It's not a lot of maintenance or nothing like that. It's not super. It's a 9.0 cap, so there's
But Chris, you fit right in.
Yeah, and I mean,
I don't know if I could put you.
It's for everybody to get started too. Like I seen a lot of people's wives out there racing. That was cool. Just couple 16-year-olds. First time making a pass, stuff like that. So that's the goal is getting people into bracket racing.
Yeah,
because I've learned real quick that the heads up stuff don't win no money. I mean,
that is crap.
Well, let's talk about the rules. So I know the bracket racing, everybody ought to be familiar with that, but you guys are going to have some other races as well. Can we talk about the rules for the classes of the other races?
Let me get them.
For a lot of people that don't have the internet or don't know how to go find it, I mean.
Yeah. So, I guess we should start with, we are also putting events on at Benton. I guess we should start with that, right?
Yep.
So these rules are basically built off the same as theirs. We promote that race, but as concerning right now, we're talking about Sykeston. So
yes,
that's our facility. That's the one we should be talking about. Small tire. You must have steel roof and quarters. It will be a prepped event at Sykeston.
Yeah.
It will not be a no prep. It'll be prep. So there will be bracket racing with it. I think there's a couple nights Dixie Door Slammers will be as well. Must have 28 10 5 tire or a 275, no W. no wheelie bars, no all-wheel drive, and front clip is mandatory.
What
Can't
about
be a body with the nose cut off of it. It is.
yeah? But you are. What about a no? What about hoods? They can run without a hood.
I don't care if they have a hood.
Yeah, yeah.
Most people lose them halfway down the track anyways because they don't click all their Zeus's in. I
Exactly.
think not a couple times at Benton this year, so it happens,
Yeah, yeah.
But we did do a. Let's see here. We got a Mean Street class. Now I'm really excited for that one. I think that one's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
It'll be a 400 pro tree. You will draw for pairs. 28 10 5 tire or 275 no W. Um, let me see here. No wheelie bars, no minimum weight, no throttle stops, any power adder. Don't really care how you get to the index. Must be street appearing, must retain all body panels, bumper, etc. So you will have to have a hood on
Yeah.
that class. Well, we will draw index, that day before you do your qualifying. 550, 570, and 590. So that does give the slower guys a better chance,
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just a big window, and I know everybody that can probably go 530s that's going to enter that class, but you don't have to run the crap out of your car. So I think that's a pretty cool one, But
Yep.
Extreme Street. So that would be like Slick's truck, my car,
My truck.
your truck. Got to have full exhaust. I do think that's possible for you.
Maybe.
Maybe,
Full.
Right.
Wait a minute. You said full. I
It's
thought
got,
it was.
no, it's got to be cut under the driver. So it's I think he has it. Let me see where it's behind driver. So
Yeah.
it won't have to be as long for an S10. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like it's the motor. Minimum of 15-gallon fuel cell. Drag DOT approved tires. Just got to have a DOT stamp on it. No chassis cars, funny car cage. One power adder. Twin turbo does count as one because you're just pushing air is all you're doing, right?
Hey,
Right.
how's
Yeah.
that?
Tags, insurance, must match vehicle. I don't get how people don't understand that one. That one is a very big one. You got to have plates for that vehicle. Dealer tag does not count.
Right.
You can't use a dealer tag. Factory appearing interior. I think it's a cool class.
Yeah.
590s to 650s. I think I've seen a 680, 690 car one. It's just depends on the day.
Back seat. Gotta have back seat.
Got to have a back seat. Full interior. So
With all these rules, is anybody gonna actually look at the cars? Or are you just expecting somebody to tell on somebody?
Yeah, I'm going to because I'm running the class. So I'm gonna walk around and pretend I'm talking to you, but I'm looking at your car. So
Well, so
Dad
you're.
walks. So I don't know if you've ever noticed, but Dad actually went before at Benton. Every time small tires in the lanes, he checks your tire. Every time that this class is in the lanes, he checks your tire. He's always done that. I think people never caught on to it, but he's just walking by, casually talking to you. He's checking your tire. That's what he's doing, because last time I wanted somebody out there with a 315 or a 31 or something like that, so we try.
Well, to get a little more, I shouldn't say clarification, but so there's no glass rule in that class.
The Extreme Street, there is a glass rule. I screwed up on that. I typed the rules up. I need to fix that.
Will
Must have
pickups.
if you got a roll cage going through the back glass, that's fine. So I mean, that's not the back glass deal is not really, we're not too concerned about it.
Yeah.
But
Well, now I got to get a windshield put in my truck. Oh.
Yeah, I'll call Maverick for you Monday and sell you one.
Now I just got to get somebody to do it.
I can do it.
Fix.
I hear you.
It take long to fix.
We got a True Street class as well. That's for like your, the Camaros and stuff that you see rolling around Sykeston, and they actually drive to the track. Factory hard tire only.
Right.
Only power adder allowed must be from factory. So if you had a blower that was a Ford package, that's part of it. I just bought a CTSV the other day. It's got a LSA blower on it. That's legal. You can run it. Cam swaps, headers, exhaust tune, code air intake are allowed. So like your square body, Chris, that'd be a good car for it. I meant good class for it.
Yeah.
Be for you to run. And we did do a lot of them where we did the scheduling this year, to where this will be on Saturday and we will have a race on Sunday at Benton. So I'm really excited for that because people, fuel cost is expensive, and just in general. So you can stay at Sykeston for the night. We'll leave the gate open for you guys. We'll probably be staying there as well. That morning, you leave there, you go to Benton, which is, I think, 10 miles north.
Yeah.
Same event on a no prep. So we'll go from a prepped event to a no prep real quick, But,
Yeah. Well, my question on the Benton deal is, so the flyer came out and there's more or less a difference in the name of the class.
yeah.
So the clarification there, I've seen a lot of people commenting about one was True Street and the other was Extreme Street or whatever, which is that, I mean,
the names are flipped around on it. The rules are pretty,
rules are the same, just the name changes for basically.
I think Extreme Street may have been like street, I think is what it was there last year.
Yeah.
So I changed it to Extreme Street to kind of, because everybody was like, I'm in the middle class. They didn't know what it was. So
yeah. But you're also doing Mean Street at Benton as well. No prep Mean Street.
Yep. And that'll be
Same cap, 550, 570,
70 and 590.
590.
And the rules are exactly the same on that. They, no throttle stops, must look factory appearing.
Yeah.
No wheelie bar, stuff like that. So
that's going to be a tricky class on no prep. That'll be a tough one.
Too. Yeah, you're going to take your Sykeston tune up that just went a 550 and go there, and it's going to go an 80 or 90.
Yeah. That's going to be a tricky class. Should be fun though.
Yeah, we plan for our event to be like a radio prep. We want your shoes to fall off when Tracy's putting you in the beams. That's what we're trying to do. But
yeah, I'm ready for that.
I mean, I think every street car in Sykeston had a broken axle after the first couple of events we had. So
absolutely, yeah.
I felt like I was getting kind of wore out cleaning up after.
Yeah. I made a post about that, and people actually got mad. They got mad that y'all made the track so sticky. Y'all sabotaging everybody. Yeah. I believe we talked about that on a live feed, didn't we, Chris?
Yeah.
People got introduced to C-clip eliminators really quick.
Yeah, people were literally pissed off. The track was good. And now we're breaking shit. And why would you do that? Like, huh? What? Why are you mad?
Yes, I don't know, man. We're trying.
Yeah. Yeah. Mad that the track hooked.
Changing the prep. We definitely went somewhere with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah, we're pretty pumped, man. I'm trying to look here to see a couple of them that we did like that. I wish I had Benton schedule pulled up too, so I could compare Friday or Saturday and Sunday races.
Yeah.
But
well, and we're gonna have. So I say we're. I'm trying to do something out there just a couple of times. I don't want to be a promoter. I don't want to do a lot of races. Do what?
I said you do a good job at it. I mean,
well, it ain't that I don't want to do it. It is hard to do, to host the deal and to do the deal at the same time.
Yeah.
Because, well, I'm doing it for free. The track damn near did it for free, and we fixed that. There will be an entry fee at the gate. You will pay track fee from now on out, because I don't want to be responsible for nobody divvying up, and because the track is not free. It shouldn't be free. So
we went. I mean, we're not complaining. We want everybody to feel like they're part of it, and make everybody leave happy. That's our goal, So
Yeah.
the next one I'd like to treat as an event. We open the concession stand, people can get a cheeseburger, something like that, something because nothing's free. We were out there with that torch, and that was a $300 tank. It's just
Yeah, and
that
diesel
was
for the blower.
but
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But was it a great time? Absolutely, it really was. I had a blast.
Well, I'm hoping your dad or y'all might want to pick it up, and if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. That's fine. I mean, because the summer months coming up, I won't have time to even do anything like that.
Yeah.
I won't have time to do that. I just thought about doing it in the winter because it's supposed to be streetcars.
Yeah.
No matter the temperature, or per se. But I thought, well, if we can do that in the wintertime, it'll just give something to do. So,
Yeah.
but I don't want to continue doing it after these next two races that I'm gonna do.
Yeah, we'll pick it. I want to do it for sure, and I think it was a blast. And take a you to where you can actually just come be a racer.
Yeah. It's a good time. I mean, I had a lot of fun, and I'm ready to do it again. I hustled and hustled. We got 20. What is the fourth? So we got 21 days till the next one.
Yeah.
So I was trying my hardest to get my shit ready to do it. So
it happens. It definitely happens.
Yeah. But I think that'll be a good time. So what about the dates? So y'all bracket racing every weekend. Is that what you're going to do with the bracket?
Yeah. Well, like our goal is every Saturday you have a bracket race, and then we have a special event with it. So
with the bracket races.
With the bracket race. So if you could have a small tire event at Sykes, then you're going to get a bracket race with it. Involved. So bracket racing pays the bills. So
sure.
And then I feel like the small tire event is the spectators, so it's that's to go something for a show for everybody, But I think we're here. I think it's gonna be a great time for sure. The Wednesday night things are a blast. I think you can a couple of those. $5 you get in. A couple of people said it was cheaper for them to come to the racetrack and eat good food than it would be from to go to a restaurant, and watch racing while doing it.
Right.
I'm trying to see when our first event is for.
So apparently, I guess apparently the comments aren't coming in on that. So I just went on my phone and I'm seeing that there are comments. I don't know why they're not showing up on here.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a comment one.
Yeah. I'll try to go back through the comments here real quick. We'll take a little bit of a break. Let me see if we've missed anything.
Yeah.
What's up, John? Brian said, look at all those fast people in here.
You must be looking at different.
Yeti Monty. I've seen Yeti. It looks like you're selling. You got quite a bit of things for sale on your Facebook. I don't know if anybody needs any G body parts or a motorhome but he's got quite a few things for sale. So Ryan Roberts said he's made 680 wheel stock cam 4.8 on pump gas. All it had done was valve springs. Well, I don't even have valve springs. And I'm going to try to make 680. I hope.
I didn't know you were supposed to change them out.
Well, when they start to float, I think you might tighten them up then.
Shift earlier.
Right. Art Maupin said his Ranger's almost ready. That's a pretty good looking little truck he's put together, that green Ranger.
That thing is sweet.
Yeah.
I think he's building it for bracket racing, ain't he?
I don't know. Maybe he can. I think so.
Arch came out and actually wore everybody out on a moped bracket racing one night. I'm pretty sure. Do that. He's pretty good.
Donnie Smith. What's up, Donnie? Donnie messaged me the other day. He's building some trophies for my little event. I've been trying to get up there, but I've been working. I had the little mishap, Donnie, going on with my truck, so I've been tied up. But Donnie is throwing some. Donnie's throwing some some trophies together. Mitch Lidecker wants to know if the boards are going to be on, Ricky, on the small tire stuff.
Yep.
Oh, you are going to have the scoreboards on for the small tire.
For the Mean Street, we are, and actually, I'll have to ask him on that one. He hasn't specified on that.
Well, surely you won't have the boards on.
Yeah, probably not.
We don't know, Mitch. We'll find out.
Yeah, I'll find out on that one. I should have been prepared on that one. I didn't even think about that. The Mean Street we will, but the rest of sure on. I'm not sure on that.
Yeah.
That is a good question.
Tracy said your walking tacos are amazing out at the racetrack.
It's in the beef.
It's in the beef.
Beef.
Donnie Chad said, what bar is you all working on? So, Donnie, they're doing the bar out at the Sykeston Drag Strip.
It used to be called, what, 660 Saloon? Is that what it's still called, or no?
I think they're going to call it Possum's Holler, is what I think.
Yeah.
Possum's Holler. Now my phone's locked up. Ain't that something? I don't know why the comments aren't showing up on my deal.
But I don't have them now.
No scoreboards, Mike.
Yeah, no scoreboards, Mitch. Well, I guess, and anybody that wants to. Mean Street will be the only one to have scoreboards.
Yep.
Which makes, that makes sense. That's no big deal. But I was thinking, man, that might, small tire guys might want.
We're going
to
big tire too this year as well. So, like a run what you run class as well to those events.
Yeah, let me see. That looks like all the comments for now. I don't know why they're not showing up on here. I may have them turned off. Whoop, that ain't it. There ain't no telling. Oh, I know why. Okay. Well, I can't fix it, but I'll know for next time. So, what about the? I know y'all probably haven't really thought about it much yet, but I think the September 21st race, the 573 deal, is it still pending, or what are y'all going to do there? Is that the one at Benton?
Yeah, that's
September.
Yeah.
Okay.
September 19th to 21st, we have the No Name Nationals at Sykeston.
I got you.
I'm not real sure on the Benton deal.
Yeah. Okay. No, I just knew it was pending. I didn't know if y'all.
Dad and Stacy are in full control on the Benton.
Yeah, I got you. Huh. Oh, so Chris, will you be ready to make any of these races, or what's your plan?
I don't know. I'll have to talk to my wiring guy and see how fast he can get on it.
Yeah, you better hurry up. His schedule's getting full.
I know.
April 27th is the first small tire race at Sykeston.
April 27th.
So it'll be a bracket and an index race as well. So if you're not fast like me, you'll be running, index.
Hell, I may be better off the bracket race. Yeah.
Is Possum actually going to race any this year, or is he going to not race?
He says he's putting me full time in his car, so I think that meant he was spectating and taking control of the track.
Which car?
Mighty.
Okay.
Yeah, and we got it all painted up, and it's fresh and looks good, and it turned out great. I'm pretty excited about it. It looks pretty awesome. But we'll have 6.0, 7.0, and 8.0 index racing on that day as well.
I'm in for the 8.0.
I'm excited for the 8.0.
Eric Kennedy, you missed it. I don't know if you've been watching since the beginning or not, but you missed it. You'd be so proud of Chris. You've rubbed off on him. He said, I worked on that thing till about 12 today, and I believe Eric has rubbed off on me because he said, I've slowed down. I'm just going at a slower pace. And I said, you mean to tell me that you cracked the whip on Eric and was hell-bent to get it done, and now you want to slow down?
Yep.
So I'll let you harp on him, Eric. He can't see the comments right now for some reason, but
comments.
He got it done like 3 months before the scheduled date was, right?
I mean, he did really. He did. Huh?
Still not done. We still got to do my exhaust.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
So I got to take it to my wiring guy for however long. Then it's got to go back to Eric's for however long again. So it might
Donnie,
make the day on his board.
yeah, you ain't got it to the wiring guy yet.
Yeah, I know.
Donnie
pretty-
Chad said, "Who's driving the Mighty Mouse car?" That'll be Little Ricky. Yeah, little Ricky's going to drive it. So who's going to drive his car? He's going to drive it too.
Oh yeah, mine's never running, so we ain't got to worry about that.
Oh shoot!
Oh yeah, we got quite a few drag cars to drive this year, so I don't know. Maybe we'll get Dad to sneak off in it every now and then, but
Yeah, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. Maybe once or twice, huh? Mitch said he's going to crack the whip on the wiring guy. No, he ain't, Mitch.
it only takes like 6 wires to make LS run. Chris, you're fine.
No, it really shouldn't be that bad because we're not doing. Well, we are. We are doing all of it at one whack, but right now it's the what's the motto? KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, yeah. So we're going to keep it simple. We got to make it run before we can even worry about anything data log wise. Yeah.
Shock sensors, drive shaft sensors.
Yeah, we got to hear the motor start first.
Apparently, nobody can race without having.
Take that long because I only got 100 foot of red wire.
Yeah, Mitch, he said he was kidding me the other day. He was like, I got 400 foot of red wire. I said, if you bring 400 foot of red wire and butt connectors, you just turn around and go on home. We ain't doing that. Yeah.
I used trailer wire one time. You get a selection.
Four.
Four, yeah.
Yeah. Mark Weathers said, thanks, Chris, for letting me purchase your hand-me-downs. Hey, yeah, that thing worked great, Mark. Well, we're actually getting ready to put it in Mark's car, but yeah, it worked good. And it can get as advanced for a controller. It can get pretty in detail.
It's way smarter than we are.
Yeah. Yeah, it's way, yeah. I don't know nothing about nitrous, so it's way smarter than me. Yeah.
It'll do it all. It's a nice piece.
Yeah, it is. It is. Man, I don't set that up there. There we go. Yeah. So anything else, Ricky, on the track that you think we didn't? Are there any more spots available for the Sykeston track?
Very few.
Really?
Yeah, I think we have like a total of like 15 spots left out of, I think there's 128.
Wow.
26 something.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't even know which one I got.
So technically I bought 4. No, you've paid me back for 1. So I bought 4. I've ended up with 3 because I haven't got paid back from anybody else. But you'll get the one that I tell you can get in.
Yeah.
What's that?
I think Mike's got like 36 to 39 or something like that. He bought quite a few, and they're right up against the fence as well. So
Yeah, I think 36 to 39 was the spots that we bought, Chris.
The front of like up against the fence were the ones that sell last, which I didn't understand why. There's plenty of room there.
Yeah.
I like
You can actually sit. I mean, there's going to be nights it's going to be 30 degrees outside. So, I mean, you could sit in your truck and watch the races at the fence, So,
pretty sure that's where Cindy will be.
yeah. I mean, at least they get to watch the event, So,
Yeah.
it kind of blew my mind. Those were the center spots were the first ones to go. I mean,
Right.
If they owned them last year, they went.
Yeah, sure. Mitch said, you know what they say about NOS?
Kaboom.
Well, I say when in doubt, take the jet out, but I don't know what. But I'm not running nitrous, so. Yeah, I think we got some good spots this year. Back when I bracket raced, we always had spots up by
By the bathrooms.
By the bathrooms over there. And, for some reason, every year we continued to pick that spot. You either had to, which when I bracket raced, I never really cared. I wanted to be the first one up there
Yep.
every pass. So you got up there pretty quick, But then if you wasn't careful, if you had a big night, you were forever getting back to your trailer. And I'm like, why the hell do we buy this every year? This is the most aggravating spot.
I think that's going to happen this year too. I think it's going to be it's you last year you could, or and the year before you could pick a spot you wanted, but I think this year you're almost going to need a parking spot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, that's another reason I decided to move.
yeah,
I wanted.
We left like 7 or 8 spots open for people that don't have a spot, just so we can park them. Because we don't want to tell an out of towner, comes and tries our place out. Hey, you got to park in the grass. So that's not gonna happen. We got some spots to use just for that reason.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try to buy a spot.
Mitch said nitrous is like a hot chick with an STD. You want her, but you don't.
You're gonna hit it. You're just gonna get an itch.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But
no, I really think you guys are going to have a good year. I really do. Just after what short bit you've already, had it and tried to. You're doing your best to turn it around, because it come from shit. I'll just be straight up with you. It was terrible. I myself hadn't raced there in I can't remember, a long time.
Yeah.
Chris did try it early last year. There was a race out there, and it was terrible. It didn't matter. Well, there were literally guys there for a small tire race. We're talking small tire, no prep racing. We expect the surface to be crap.
Yeah.
But there were people that showed up to this small tire race prior to you guys owning it. And literally I made made one test pass, and then was like, no, we're going home. Like, they loaded up and left, and there was nobody that left. Like, it was terrible. It was terrible.
There's a no prep race, and then there's legit not touching it. And that's my biggest fear is people not touching it. When we had our Benton races, we still went out there and blew the dust off of it, there's, at some point there is a key of, you got to have safety, so
yeah.
I want you to race, and I want to talk to you at the end of the night. That's my thing. I want to talk and be able to do that. And you go out there and wad a car up because somebody didn't blow the track off. That's just sad, so.
You want to hit it, but you don't want the consequences. Yeah. What's up, TJ? Yeah, that's funny. No, there's a difference in no prep and we're dumb for doing it anyways. No prep racing is dumb. But the track prior to you guys getting it was like glass. No matter what kind of a burnout, it was just, the more you burned out on it, it seemed like the slicker it got, like it was ice.
Yeah, it's too smooth of a track too, and you know what I mean. It just, if you don't touch it, it's going to be glass. Especially if you put sand on top of it.
It was bad.
I don't know. I feel like you got to touch it at some point.
Yeah, it needed something. I don't know what it needed, because I'm no track prep person, but I can tell you the outcome of what it was, and that's why that me and the last person didn't get along, because we had different. Like, no, I'm not going out there. That's dangerous. Yeah.
This year you ain't got to worry about that. Your shoe's going to fall off at 3:30.
No, it was daylight and dark from the time that from when you guys got the track, the very next race, or it was daylight and dark, just two totally different playing fields. Well, like I said, you broke every damn streetcar in Sykeston's axles,
Yeah, we went and bought some of that VHT, and Dad won't even tell me. He doesn't want to let the secret out. We got a secret prep out there, different prep, and
Rocky Mountain track glue.
He kicked the barrel over. We just dumped all the glue we possibly could to it, So and then you just rub it,
Yeah, they tried that at Jackson, Tennessee last year too. They had the tractor out there spinning,
doing donuts.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, you guys did a great job bringing the track around for sure. You did a great job. So, yeah.
Dad's putting his heart into it. I'm gonna try. I'm probably not gonna put as much as he does. There's no possible way. I'd have to quit my job to do that. But my dad give him my 100%. Jordan, she spent, and my stepmom, Liz, they spent 2 weeks cleaning the kitchen. The food's the biggest deal for me. We want you to come out there and have a good cheeseburger, hot dog, you know. So
Well, yeah, y'all had pizzas, you had pulled pork sandwiches, walking tacos. I mean,
fried
yeah,
bologna,
yeah,
that's that for me. But
yeah.
ribbon fries, you know.
You know, not to. I mean, so that's one of the reasons. This sounds really silly, but that's one of the reasons I used to like going to Dyersburg Track was because
Best
they
food.
had food, you know, other than just a hot dog or hamburger,
Yeah.
you know. So when you got a little variety, it makes it a lot better. Mitch said, "That's what I'm talking about. Punch a hole in the drum and roll it down the track." Yeah, yeah, because I'm gonna need all the help I can get this year.
I'll push it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need all the help I can get.
No, I used to complain about when they would have the bracket races and like small tire at the same night. The last couple of years, I really feel like I got to eat some crow on that because Dyersburg a couple of years ago had one of those, or it might have been last year. I think it was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That was the smoothest race
Yeah.
that I can just remember off the top of my head with the bracket. I mean, it went so perfect. They run that track good, and I think Possum can do the same
Yeah.
way.
You know, bracket racing, those guys are prepared when they get in the staging lanes. They're ready to go. I don't feel like there's any downtime there. And all they're doing is they're taking their steamroller tire and putting rubber down for you. That's all they're doing, you know. So
Yeah.
it's, you know, we can either not have them and have a tractor going up and down it for you, or we could put them in there and it just make it that much
Yeah.
better.
Well, it also gives like the people that are watching, fans, spectators,
The downtime to watch.
it's not nothing going down the track for an hour or so at a time. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's a good idea to throw it in all together like that.
We run it fast too. You know, we run it as fast as we can. You know, just so you're watching something the whole time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I
I
think
was thinking back on that years and years and years ago, back when the Outlaw 10-5 stuff, that's how it was done back then. And we're many, many years ago. But thinking back, I remember that the bracket cars were ran, and then they would call up the Outlaw 10-5 cars and
yeah,
East Street cars. So yeah, it actually has worked for a long time.
yeah, yeah. That's how they used to do it for sure. It was,
Yep.
you know, Main Street and stuff like that, and you know, and there was a little bit of a downtime there because there were, you know, weight rules and stuff like that. You know, so when a car would get off its in the track, they'd have to be scaled. You know, so that's in the that's in the past. You know, there's no downtime for that anymore. But we're gonna definitely try. We're gonna do our best.
Yeah, that's all you can do. If anybody bitches, it just is what it is. But
Yeah, you're gonna make 5 guys happy and 1 guy mad. That's just we've learned that real quick. But
yeah,
you
we just
got,
have to learn to get along. The bracket racers and the index guys and the heads up guys just have to learn to get along.
we're gonna give you guys all back the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I really think it's going to be a good year. You guys put a lot of time. All your whole, not just you or your dad. I'm talking about your entire family, from your wife, everybody. The whole entire family has, because I try to go there even just if I'm not racing. When you guys are open, I try to go just to pay my money to get in to show my support, and the whole damn family's there doing something. You know.
Yeah, it helps for sure. You know, and that's the thing. You know, me and Herf talked about a couple of times. Is like, hell, we might as well sell the boat. I've already sold the 4-wheeler. You know, like
yeah, might as well sell the race car now.
Yeah, it's a race car. Well, I ain't selling a race car, but you get what I'm saying. We're not gonna have time to do anything every weekend. You know, that's our dedication. We're putting everything we possibly can into the place. You know,
Yeah.
And the money we make off it, we're gonna put right back into it. You know, so I think Dad's looking into like some bounce houses for the kids and stuff like that. We would love to put some kind of park out there, you know, for swing sets and stuff like that, so they have stuff to do, you know. But
now I'll touch base on that. So Jamie Otts had Byhalia there for a while, and that's one thing I will say about Jamie is he'd have a small tire race. It was a no prep track, but he always had bounce houses, or he always had something for the kids, and it looked like just kids on top of kids trying to get in the bounce house.
Yeah.
that was a huge hit. And to be honest, I don't know that there was no charge for that. That was something there for the kids, you know.
Well, you're taking that kid's weekend and he's watching racing or she's watching racing, no matter if she likes it or not. So at least give them something to do if they don't like it, you know. I think Rob's done a couple, play sets out there as well. And my kids go over there and play on it all the time, so there's just keeping them occupied to have a good time. The bounce houses, I think, are a really good thing, especially when it's 120 degrees outside. Yeah. Get some water hoses on there, and I might put Jordan on bounce duty to go over there and watch them. But
I mean, I might be the one holding the water hose.
Yeah,
on myself. Yeah. You kids, get out of here! Give me this water hose.
Yeah, this is mine. But yeah, we're gonna have some bullies there, I'm sure.
Well, it just depends on how hot it is now.
Yeah.
It depends on if Tracy lets me buy a motorhome or not.
You can buy mine. I mean,
what are you going to do? You're just selling everything. You're just going to stay with your dad.
Yeah, there's a house on the property. I'll go cuddle up to him. I mean, I'm a daddy's boy. I'll go cuddle up with dad real quick.
Well, I'm just going to go in the house with you then.
I'll get a couch that has a pull-out bed for you.
No. We can big spoon, little spoon. We can.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I ought to start renting rooms out of that place, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
No, I'm excited for it, man. I think it's going to be a good time.
Tracy said she's out on a motorhome, and Jordan said she does not agree with him.
She wants to keep everything.
Well, Jordan, you got to put your foot down because she's already got rid of your four-wheeler. So,
oh, sorry, honey.
We're starting to see who wears the pants.
I'm not real sure if I've told her I got rid of the Fuller yet or not, Mike. So,
uh-oh.
Nose down.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
I can actually order some race car parts now.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Damian McDowell said, I want to play in the bounce house. Come on down, Damian. Get in there. Yeah. No bullying the little kids, though.
Yeah. Heck, we even got a big old projector and one of those. It's a 24-foot screen where I have some movie nights out there after the races for the kids. I think that'd be a good one.
What about the adults?
It's rated R after 1 o'clock, I guess. I mean,
absolutely.
Hey, we'll put something on there.
Jordan, wait till you're done. Yep, wait till you're done.
Go, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I've seen her mad before.
Me too.
Ricky's in a world of trouble.
Yep. I think she was mad that time you broke my foot on the freaking side by side too.
I think she was mad when you broke my foot on the four-wheeler.
It was just getting karma. That's all it was.
So we're 1 for 1.
Yep. Don't go full riding, Chris, unless you want broken feet.
Hey, I'm not riding with you guys. I can guarantee you that.
I got a toe that's like that now. I mean, it just looks off in the wind.
Well, my gas pedal foot, that's why I'm so slow. I can't extend it all the way out. It won't mash it. About 56% throttle position is all I got.
That's all you can handle anyways, ain't it?
Well, yeah. Look, your mama said, hi, son. Reply back, she said. She said she's getting the belt off.
She's got to do what she got to do.
Damien said he plans on coming and hanging out a few times.
I hope so. I want everybody. I'll greet you at the gate, too.
Tracy said both of those were self-inflicted. Y'all get together and lose all common sense. Maybe.
Oh, man.
Maybe we do.
Yeah, I bought a side-by-side one time, Chris. It had 7 miles on it. Mike totaled it. I mean, full on.
I didn't total nothing.
He took me to the crappiest, and I mean legit crappiest ditch. There were syringes floating around and toilet paper, and I think
it goes to Van Doozer.
The Van Doozer, what do they call that? The pooper.
No. That's not.
He said, "Get in it, son," and I said, "Okay, Papa." No. I went out there and it was terrible.
All I said was, we went out there and I said, nobody's been able to cross it yet. He said, hold my beer.
Yeah, I was sober.
4.5 hours later, we finally got out of the ditch.
If he didn't know who I was, he would have left me there. No, he was talking about going and getting 2 trucks to yank it out and stuff, and I'm like, I ain't even got insurance on this thing yet. Like, I just got it, just left from the power sports place and drove it straight to Mike's to show him my new toy.
Got to break it in.
That is not at all how that you were texting me the week before. Like, I want to get this thing in so much mud. I'm going to show you this thing can mud. I'm like, hell yes, you are. Come on.
Oh man,
that was a lot of fun though.
Oh yeah, I'm buying a jet ski next time.
Yeah, we'd be better off buying jet skis. Yeah.
But,
oh boy.
Back to the racetrack though. Yeah, I think it'll be a great time. I just got to have everybody come. You know, you got to at least come try it. You know, if you don't like it, tell me where we need to fix it. We'll definitely fix it. You know.
Yeah.
I don't care if I got to walk around that place all day and hold your hand. I will do it just to make you happy if that's what it takes. You know.
You can't make everybody happy, but
you can't.
But if it can be done, I feel like Possum can do it.
Yeah.
I grew up at a racetrack. I mean, he knows everything that needs to be done. He knows how.
Yeah.
He's a racer before, so he knows what needs to be done and what people like. So I don't have any doubts. Possum's going to run it great. People are going to love to come there and race. It's going to go over good. It's got to. Possum can't do it. Just shut the fucking door. Nobody even needs to try to race there.
Make it a dirt track. That's all I can tell you.
You know, that's what I'm saying. If Possum can't do it, just give up. It can't be done.
Yeah.
We were definitely worried about, the past that it's had, but I mean, I think the Skelton name does help it, so.
Sure.
Yeah. Everybody does know that Dad's been driving a drag car since he was 10, and probably in the 50s or however old he is, however long that's been.
Not quite that old. He's pretty old.
He's got gray hair and he's got 19 grandkids now. So
yeah, he's not that much older than me and Possum are only a year, maybe 2 apart now. Hold up.
I'm saying you're not old either, though. But I mean,
Here, wait, look, watch this. You ready for this?
Bam. Few years old.
Huh? What about that? Huh? Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, he's not got the senior discount yet, but we'll get there.
Yeah. Let me see. Bear Nichols says it's good time. Just takes time to get things good.
Hey, if there's anybody that can run a staging lane, it's Bear. Bear is on top of it. I've seen him. He can do it. He's definitely the guy,
And Bear is always there. Well, I'm pretty sure he's there right now when nobody else is there. Just standing underneath the light pole, like where's everybody at?
Yeah, you know why we're having an event right now. I promise you.
Yeah. And Bear's always at Benton.
And him and Dad. They do all of it. Especially a cleanup. I mean, I think we had an old down from 60 foot all the way to 180 feet, or I don't know. Delbert, he made a quarter mile of a pass at our 8th mile facility and leaked transport 330 foot all the way to the parking spots. But they cleaned it up in like 35 minutes. I mean, it was quick, you know.
Yeah.
They definitely know what they're doing on the cleanup time. There's no downtime there, just enough time to get you a cheeseburger, and
walking taco and a Mountain Dew.
Yep. And then go right back and watch. So
Jason Segura said, I can't go there. Little Ricky messed with me last time. I'm not going to say that. But.
He walked right.
Huh?
I say he didn't walk right for a week.
He didn't walk right for a week. I feel your pain, Jason. Yeah. So how many? You did say something about the No Name Nationals. Basically, that whole deal. That's what's this? The 3rd or 4th year for that? 5th year?
Yeah. It's a pretty big event too. I'm trying to think here. The No Name Nationals is a YouTube race, so you got to have. I can't remember the amount of subscribers. I think it's 500, right? You know that, don't you?
Man, I don't.
I think it's 500. I'm almost positive, but it's a pretty cool event. There's hundreds of cameras walking around everywhere. I mean, if you're not on one YouTube channel, you're on the other for sure.
Well, and I think I seen on Jason Segura's YouTube channel that they got in this year, I think is what he was saying.
I can't tell you too much about that event. I'm not real sure on that one.
So y'all really don't have nothing to do with it. You just give them a place to host it.
Yeah, we're the facility is what we are on that one. That one and the Boot Hill Fuel and Drags in July, the 26th and 27th. That's both of those events are like that.
What is it now? Boot Hill what?
Fuel and Drags. I think it's 67 and older. I think 1967 and older, and there's probably. I think last year that was for sure their biggest event. I think they had like 140 cars there. It was a pretty cool event. But
Sounds like a race for me.
yeah, you would be right in there. You really would.
Yeah, Jason, Will and Bear both said 500. Jason said he got on YouTube's just to do the No Name Nationals, I guess. Yeah, but dang, Jason, it looks like your channel's doing pretty good on YouTube. So I mean, looks like it was a win-win deal, I guess. I mean, why not record Jason? I don't know if everybody knows Jason Segura, but he'll drag if it's a Dodge. I don't give crap what shape it is or what flavor. He's dragging it home. It's coming home with him. You better believe it. So if anybody's got a Dodge, Plymouth,
have you seen like the last 2 years?
Do what?
In his backyard?
Yeah.
There's like 90 cars out there, like no doubt.
Yeah, he is sitting on a gold mine in scrap. No. Yeah.
He's got 90 cars out there, every bit of it.
Yeah. It's pretty neat though what he does. I mean, I never have been big into doing that, but I mean, collecting up all those stuff.
Kudos all the way to PT Cruisers. He's got it. Like if it's got a Dodge emblem or a Plymouth, it's out there. But
Sarah said, "Shh, we need more. Y'all gonna need to buy some property before long."
Yeah. I'll track out so I can park some more.
Yeah.
I'll start parking spots out there at the racetrack. She can park on that.
Yeah. Because they got a yard full of stuff. That's for dang sure. Oh well. She wants to know. If I had a Dodge, I would let y'all come have it for free just to help y'all out. Because I mean, y'all watch y'all go all over the place to get this stuff. But if I owned any kind of a Dodge product, I'd tell you to come get it just so y'all could have it.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, I do. Now wait a minute. I can't say that. My wife, she wanted to get rid of her Escalade and get into a Jeep, so we just bought
the Jeep thing.
Yeah, it's a Jeep Cherokee L something or other. So I'd give y'all that if you'd come get it. I don't know if she.
I was about to say, if it's a Wrangler, you better drive around the potholes. The axle will fall right out.
No, we was. We have. She wanted a Jeep, so we had to settle for something. Well, I wasn't getting no Wrangler. Yeah.
Got her one of those Cherokees.
She's got good taste. Do what, Ricky?
I said you should have got her one of those track packs, one of those Grand Cherokee deals.
Yeah.
Those things run.
Yeah, you can't hardly find them, though.
No. All I can tell is everybody start looking at our schedule on the track page, you know.
Oh, that's something I wanted to ask you about. So it's Skelton Raceway on Facebook.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. Skelton Raceway on Facebook. I mean, if you look up on there, there's 2 schedules on it that we had to there's enough events that we had to have 2 pages. The rules are pinned on there as well.
Yeah.
If you look at it, I mean, there's an event every Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And there's going to be some weekends where it's going to be Benton on Sunday.
Yeah. So. And I gave some guys the address to my last race that I had out there, and the address still pulls up Jeffers Motorsports Park, correct?
Yeah, it still pulls up as Jeffers Motorsports Park. We still got it. We're working on getting that changed, but 389 Sandywood.
Yeah.
So could you test and tune on Wednesday, or was that?
Yeah. I mean, it's just it's Wild Child Wednesday. That's named after my brother.
Yeah.
So it's $5 is all it is. $5. You come in there, you race. There's no rules. It's a fun event for everybody to come. You know, get in for barely anything and have a good time. So it's testing, but I mean, there's no limit. I mean, if you run a 480, you run a 480. We want that for the fans to see for $5.
Yeah.
And if your wife comes with you to the track, she paid her $5 to get in. If you want to strap her in it, she can get in. It's $5. It doesn't matter. You paid to get in, you're racing.
Which car, Jason? Apparently, he said he's dragging his car out to do the drag and drive. Which one of the 90 will you be dragging out?
I bet by now, Mike, I mean, this was 20 minutes ago. You said something about 90. I bet we're at like 95 or 96 by now.
He done drug 5 more home. And
Already.
Is it the Silver Barracuda?
He's done a lot of work to that car.
Yeah.
It might give that S10 a run for its money this year.
Well, it might. That slow CUDA, yeah. The drag and drive deal, man, is a lot of fun. Actually, well, I won't say, but I mean, it is a blast. I've always liked doing that. Back when Jimmy French did them, I always liked doing that. And I tried my best. To keep the rules at bay, to keep a lot of fast guys out. You can rule something to death and keep everybody out. So you gotta give a little and take a little in certain areas, but it's a blast. I mean, not racing for a whole lot of money. And another thing that I'm doing is I'm doing the payout per round. So I mean, the way I've got it figured, again, that can be agreed upon in the driver's meeting, but the way I've got it figured at paying back $25 a round that you win, you could stand to make your money back depending on the car count, to make your entry fee back. But at the end of the day, the most you could lose, even if you go all the way to the finals, I mean, the most you stand to lose really is $25. Now if you in second place split, I mean, that's between y'all, but so
that's cool, man. I would love to do some of the drag and drives like Sick Week just happened. I would love to do that for our local racetracks, like the ones that are in this area. Just do an event. That'd be pretty fun, But you definitely have to show some interest in it before we talk about doing something like that.
If it'll do that on the back of the track, Jason, that's pretty. I mean, that's very competitive, to be honest with you. Very competitive. So, and I mean, the back where the track will still be, even though we've raced on it once. I'll probably go out there right now, and there's probably just shades of black marks. It's still virgin.
Yeah, no, that's some rough asphalt. It's not going to get any better, in my opinion.
No, it'll take a long time. So, well, y'all got anything else you want to talk about?
Chris, your card?
It's not done yet.
Not done yet.
Still waiting.
I'm excited for it.
Me too.
I'll be a camera guy for you. I'll get your good angles.
Good luck. Everybody like, when's it gonna be? I'm like, I don't even care. I just work when it's done. It's done.
Yeah,
it's how it is. I can't even put a time on it because
when it happens, once you do it once, you can pull that motor out and put another one in like 45 minutes.
Yeah. That's the deal. First time at the LS, and all this, and I'm new to it. I don't know anything about this LS shit. I'm learning, but
it'll take 9 or 10 motors, and you still won't know what you're doing. I promise you. I
will not be going through 9 or 10 motors.
But it's really not that difficult, Chris. It's a
plug and play.
It's a small block Chevy. It's not. I mean, it's just a motor. It's just metric bolts.
When I bring it over and you're wiring it up, I don't want to hear you cussing.
Literally, there's 1, 2, 6, 8, about 14 plugins. You better bring gas. It's got to have the fuel line on it. It's got to be ready to start when it comes to me, because when we get to wiring on it, like, we're firing it up. So there is no, well, I'll take it back home and do all this. Like, I don't want it until it's ready to start. And when we plug shit up and I do this on the keyboard, like, we're going to fire it up.
When I did mine,
has to go to Eric first in.
Yeah. I got like 96 notes in my phone from where I'd text Mike and copy and paste, put it in my notes. Copy and paste my notes.
And he wonders why he's went through 8 or 9 motors.
Yeah.
Quit texting Mike.
He came to Benton one time and he helped me, and that was probably the farthest I ever went was Mike tuning it that night. But I told him when he came, I was like, "Hey, this thing's pretty well blowed up, but we'll try." He started looking at the tune up, and he didn't deny it. You know, he was like, "God, how do you know that's doing this?" I don't. And he said something about data logging. I didn't even know that was a thing. You know, I just Dad, he'd listen by ear for me. You know, I didn't even have a tack in the car. We didn't know when we were shifting or what. But
nope, nothing.
Just when it start humping, you know, when that front end would start dropping, where you're floating it out, you just grab another gear.
Yep, grab another gear. Oh,
my kind of racing. That's old school.
That's where it's fun at.
But I started to say you've had more fun. But last year, you had more fun than I did.
Oh yeah.
You know, even if you had to put in 4 different motors, you still had more fun than I did.
Oh yeah, I mean we'd go in the backyard. We'd grab a 4.8 out of the backyard. We'd get our honer. We'd start honing the cylinder walls a little bit, and I put my cam in it, and on my head got these little nicks in them on the bottom, but we'd put it right on there and copper spray. Man, that's just I'm a firm believer of that. You know, it's
copper spray and gray silicone.
Yeah, AC Delco silicone.
Do what, Chris?
So not to be knocking him 4.8. That's what I got.
That's the only good ones, Bubba. I promise.
Yeah,
that's the only
I got.
That's what I went with this time.
Said it wouldn't make enough power to blow up, so that's what I need.
Exactly. Yeah.
As long as they got oil pressure.
Yeah. And if the rings are gapped enough, you can do as much boost as you want because it just blows right out of it.
Yeah, you just push right through into the bottom and out the. Yep.
Yep. You know how many crank seals I pushed out this year?
Well, Chris ain't got to worry about that. Chris's has got little bolts around it that hold the crank seal in.
Oh, man.
We're going to
get rid of that.
We're going to blow the rear main seal out of it, not the front one.
So that last event that we had at Sykeston, I blew the rear main seal out of it.
Yeah.
And I mean,
front one stayed in so good, I had to go somewhere.
You know, I had like 15 pounds on the button. You know, that was a whopping total of like 38 or something like that. But shit, I made the cruise. That's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
I almost thought everybody wanted to go so slow, but I mean.
Yeah. No, I had a lot of fun. I'm ready to do that again. I'm ready to do that.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready, but I will be ready. I'll definitely be ready.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm ready to do it again. I
love being a first round duck. You know, it's a great time. Give somebody a chance.
I mean, I'm ready to be a first round. I'm ready to do anything at this point. So, yeah. Well, that's an hour and 13 minutes, almost a record. Yeah. So I guess we'll probably call it. I don't like to get too long on here. People get bored, start making fun of me. My eyes get heavy, and I've still got to go in. I got to go take a bath, and then I got to go take a shower, and then I got to go take another bath. That way I make sure I'm clean. So
I understand that.
I know you worked hard enough to get that.
I don't, but I mean, you know, I sweat a lot because I'm constantly thinking about things, and I just get so blunderbusted that I sweat because I'm constantly running things through my mind.
Shave that heat beer got off there, and
I don't know what's going on there.
I'm fixing to. Me and Tracy just talked about it. I was like, I think I'm just going to peel it off and peel it all off and just get rid of all eyebrows and all.
Be cool.
Yeah.
Chris, I still think you're a damn undercover cop.
I could see you eating a jelly donut right now.
Yeah.
If I didn't have diabetes, I would.
And a large cup of coffee. Yeah.
I don't like coffee either, so I'm out.
Yeah. All right.
Guys, I appreciate it. If anybody has any information they need for the track, just private message me or Dad. We'll take care of it. You know. Okay. We could sit on here, but I still wouldn't be able to explain everything we got going on for sure.
Yeah, I know it. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all being on here. I appreciate everybody for watching, and we'll see y'all next Sunday night. See you guys later.
See you later. See you, Ricky.